Howdy ho, Stampers, Deb Valder here, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am so excited to show you this project I did. It started out as something totally different, and I don't know if you've ever done that before, and it evolved into this card right here, and it was just so much fun. I sell little grab-and-go bags, and you can find those on my blog, because I know you can't see them here, but anyway, it's just a bag filled with all of our adhesives, and one of the things that is in there is crystal effects. And crystal effects, everybody always asks me, well, what is this in here for? What do we do with it? So I just started making a bunch of cards using my crystal effects. Lately, you might have seen, if you follow my blog or my video, my YouTube channel, you'll probably have seen me use embellishments like the hearts and the stars, and I put a lot of crystal effects on those. Instead of just doing one, what I do is I do a whole bunch of them, let them dry, and then put them in a container and use them as I need to. So with these, I do the same exact thing. I made my own embellishments. This right here is all crystal effects, and what I colored them with, yep, our new Blendabilities. So these are our Blendabilities. These are crystal effects. Put them together and you have got the most awesome, absolutely awesome embellishment ever. I did that card, and then for any of you that grew up in the 70s, I did, you know that the little smiley face was huge, absolutely huge. It was on everything. It was all different colors. It was red, white, and blue. It was a peace sign. It was everything. And so I'm kind of bringing him back. So the middle of my card right here is crystal effects, and I just drew the face on it, and I was having so much fun with that little smiley face that I had to do that. These right here are done with our they're called little letter thinlits, and they're that tiny. They're adorable, and it just lent itself to that card. Simple, simple, simple. But let me just show you how I did these. The first thing that you need to do is get a silicone mat, and if you're nervous about getting it dirty, you're going to have to buy yourself a second one, because this will get dirty. The Blendabilities do stain it, but you know what? Who cares? So anyway, what I did was, these are my little thinlet letters that I was just showing you. Okay, these are called little letter thinlits. That's a mouthful. And anyway, this is my silicone mat, and I've just been making them like crazy. So what I did was I took my crystal effects, and this is what my crystal effects looks like. And what I did was I just started doing a whole bunch of dots everywhere, all different sizes. You can tell what that one's going to be right there. And I just made a whole bunch of dots, and I needed a bunch of little ones again. So, and you can do, this embellishment can be any color that we have Blendabilities for. You can't do it with regular markers, because the regular markers won't stick on that. Now you see some of them are cloudy and some of them are clear, and the clear ones are dry. These will take, like this size will take overnight to dry, but these right here, they won't take very long at all to dry. After they've dried, I'm just going to turn this so I don't get my hand in the wet ones. After it's dried, what you want to do is you want to keep it on your silicone mat, because if you take it off and try to color it onto a piece of paper, which you can, it's just really hard to hold. Now what I like to do is I like to use the middle color. So there's my light, there's my middle, and there's my dark. I like to use the middle color. The light color is a little bit too transparent, and the dark one is not as bold as the middle one. So I'm going to use the middle one. This one happens to be our Daffodil Delight, and I'm just going to take it, I'm just going to color it. I'm just going to run it around and color it. And you see how it's not moving? It doesn't look like it's too much color either when you're doing it on the silicone mat, because the silicone mat is so dull looking. And then you'll let that dry. It doesn't take only but a second to dry. And when you lift it up, it's ready to be added to your card. So let me just grab a piece of clear paper, or white paper I should say, and just add that to it. And you see how that just pops right out? Isn't that absolutely adorable? And like I said, you can make them as dark or as light as you want, any color that we have Blendabilities on. And then to add them to your piece, what I do is I just take my crystal effects again, because remember, it is glue, it is adhesive, and I just take my crystal effects, put a little dot on there, and then just add it to it. You can pick them up with your little pokey tool right there, or whatever. So this card right here was made with just our crystal effects, Blendabilities, and the watercolor thank you stamp, and it's a single stamp. And then this card right here was done like I showed you with our little framelets, or our little thinlits. They're called little letter thinlits, okay? And then I just drew the face on it. And then with this one right here, I did it with this stamp set right here, and that's called Beautiful Bunch. And the inside right here is the crystal effects. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you hop on over to my blog, I have one more surprise for you. So it has to do with a smiley face, but hop on over to my blog, see what I'm talking about, and if you have any questions, let me know. Take care and have a great day.